Now this, if I do it right, will be a second floor bedroom. Hello my Vikings, welcome back to the channel and happy Woden's Day. Yesterday we went and did a little bit of treasure hunting, and as I was logging out and kind of looking around the base, I realized that you see a ton of people, and just a ton of Viking styled themed longhouses and tutorials for how to build them. I think we are going to do a little bit of redesign and remodel of our base. There is a it's not really a longhouse, it's a precursor to a longhouse called a roundhouse. We're going to build one of those and kind of build our base around that idea and that theme. So it's going to be a little interesting. I haven't built one yet, so we're kind of going to be discovering it together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get in base. Alright, so one thing that I have already done is I gathered some wood and I built a bunch of chests outside. So we're going to demolish this whole thing, including the perimeter wall. We're not going to need that anymore, and we're just going to store everything in here. So all the chests up to this point are completely full except for this one. We've got 4 spaces left. See, I don't need that on me. I am going to need that. Okay, so we're just going to chop everything down, and yeah, let's see how this goes, shall we? So I'm just going to real quick cut everything down, and then we will be back with a level area. Okay, so now that we have our platform area back, we are going to continue with the build process. So let's see, first thing we're going to need is some wood. And to not be holding the hammer out while we're attempting to access the wood. There we go. Alright. So we're going to start in kind of the middle area here. We're going to build using the wooden wall. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And now, we're going to start closing off the build. Now the nice thing about this is we aren't going to need to build a perimeter wall, because the build itself is the perimeter wall. So there we are. Nice, quick, simple, and easy. Now for an actual defensible emplacement around, what we can do, there's a lot of things we can do. I think what we'll end up doing is just kind of walling off a section like so, and then when it comes to a certain point, we'll just start rounding it out like we did with the house itself. So I'm just gonna plop in 4. Now let's go here. That should give us enough space to start with. So now we need to grab some more wood. And now we need some floors. Now let's see here. Can we put in a floor? You know, let's do this. This might be a little bit interesting. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna do this. So we'll put that in there. That will let us put a floor in. All the way across. Now, we're going to need our hoe. We're going to make sure that the ground is nice and level. Okay, that should be good enough. So now I'm going to go back in and keep working on the floor. So now that we have our floor started, we can remove that and put the wall back in place. So now, let's go and grab some resin. And, oh, no, campfire. Let's see. For a campfire, I want it not dead center. Let's put it off to one side. Let's go grab some stone. And there we go. So now we've got a little bit of light to see by. Okay. I feel like the floor here is going to be partially clipped through the ground. So I've found that when doing this, especially if you want to kind of rotate and angle a floor, look dead center at the area that you want to use as your center point. There we go. So now if we grab some resin, wherever that might be, there we go. We can put some more light in so that we can see. Here we go. Awesome. So now we can see. Okay, I might have to dig that down a little bit, but we'll worry about that later. So back over to here. And there we go. So now, if we wanted to continue this kind of shape around, we could try and place a half piece in. Now, I'm not too worried about it, so we're just going to leave it as is. Now, for the rest of this, we don't need that anymore. And you know what? I'm going to remove that, and we are going to put the front door right here. Now, I want a second floor, but the way I'm going to be building this, we can't put it right up against the wall here, so we're going to have to put it one space in. So now, wrong spot. Alright, so that should allow us to put our floor in. And if this is angled just right, okay. So I think we're going to have to angle this just a little bit. Or we use the ladders. Now, I don't like the ladders. I don't like the ladders for a fairly simple reason. Did I? I did. I broke the wrong spot. There we go. Now, the reason I don't like the ladders is because of how they allow you to climb. It's not smooth. But it's not terrible. I guess we'll live with it. Okay, so back to what we were doing. So we want the wall to be just high enough that we can put a roof in. Oop, too far. There we go. There we go. So now for the roof, we are going to do the 26-degree thatched roof. Ran out of wood. And there we go. So now we should be able to do this. Now this, if I do it right, will be a second floor bedroom. Now the reason that we wanted the fire off-centered was so that we could get up there and not have to worry about too much. Now we are going to want some support in here. So we're going to put it right there. And that's going to give us plenty of support for the upper floor. Now you don't have to put this right in the center. We could probably put it just like so. In fact, I think we're going to do this anyway, and then we're going to section this off. This is going to be a sitting area, and this is going to be workshop, storage, things like that, and then we'll have our sleeping area upstairs. So now we need to get upstairs. So I really want to be able to use the actual stairs, and I think we're going to have to do this a different way. So if we remove these, we can put that there. And we put like so. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Alright, so now for these kind of open gaps, we're going to put in 2 beams like this. So what this is going to do is close the gap. Without us having to kind of muck around and forcibly make it fill the gap. Okay, so there we go. Now for the rest of this, we're going to do some kind of windows. Let's see here. That there and that there. So the 26-degree walls we can actually walk on without falling off of, and that's very convenient. So we're going to use that to our advantage. And just kind of... Come on. Come on. Okay. We're going to have to do this so that we can get a little bit closer. Ow, smoke. There we go. Put in our posts, and our hammer just broke. So we're gonna go and do a quick repair. Okay. And I'm out of wood. Okay. So now... Let's see. There we go. All right. So we switched to the 45-degree roofs. Now, for right here, so I've got to be honest, I'm not 100% sold on the stairs going to that exact spot. Let's remove that and that. Maybe if we do this. Okay, this actually works. All right. Now we can get rid of that, and there we go. Okay, this actually works out. And we can kind of cover up the unsightly bits there. Okay, that feels a lot nicer. It feels a lot better. Okay, so this works. This works nicely. And our stairs are nicely supported. Okay, so now we need to cover that hole in the roof. Let's see. We don't have a ton of support. I think we're gonna need to go outside. Yeah, let's get some ladders going. Connect. There we go. Piece of wood. There we go. All right, so now for up here, let's put a cap on it. There we go. Actually, we only need to raise one side of this. So if we only need to raise one side... Yeah, falling. Come on, come on, jump, jump. We're falling. Okay. Land on top, damn it. There we go. And now we're out of range of the workbench. There we go. So if we go like so, hopefully this won't break. There we go. Does it need to be that tall? I don't think it does, actually. So the downside to doing this is you have to kind of decide how you want to give a visual. So there's a part of the process where you eventually get to, okay, it just works or it looks good. I prefer it looks good. Okay, that's all the lumber. Okay. So now we've got our chimney. Do we have any smoke buildup on the inside? We have a little smoke buildup. But you know what? That's okay. That is okay. So now we need to do our railing. So I started using these as railings not too long ago, and I like the visual that it comes with. It looks really nice. It's very simple to do. It looks really nice, and it gives a very simple kind of elegance to everything. Gives a little bit of style where you wouldn't normally have it. Okay. So now, just kind of there we go. And we are about to run out of wood again. You know what? I think it's time. Let's bring our workbench inside. So now the workbench can go, I think, right here. Here? Here. You know what? I'm gonna make a wall there. So we're gonna put this like so. And now so when you're trying to stylize something, it doesn't take a lot to just kind of bring a nice kind of little something to an area. I mean, something as simple as a thing that you're going to hit your head on every time can be a thing that really just kind of livens up the room. So now we've got a divided off area, and we've got plenty of space to put in some storage around the sides here. All right. I think we're starting to look like an actual building now. So let's head upstairs, put our bed in. We're gonna put it right there. Now, don't make the same mistake I did once. Don't forget to claim your bed. Yeah, I rather like this. Okay, let's finish up the stairs. Like so. Now this might make it a little bit clumsy to get into the stairs area, but you know what? That's okay. With the stairs going there, we don't need that. Did that? There we go. I think we'll do a small support pillar right here. And we'll do another one on the other side. Now, as we progress and continue to grow within the game, we can add on to this house as necessary. Now, I'm not saying we can make the house bigger. It's a little tricky to get this all to kind of fit together in the first place. But what I'm thinking is we can likely... Yeah, that looks nice. We can likely just start adding small buildings on the outside. Like, right now I've got a crafting station inside. We can easily remove that and move it to an outside area to make room for more storage on the inside, things like that. Yeah, I rather like how this has come out. So now let's remove our ladder. What did I just destroy? Ah, I see it. There we go. Alright everyone, so here we are with the finished building. This has been a kind of modified take on a traditional Celtic and Nordic roundhouse. Though more of an oval in shape, but it lets us fit all the stuff we need. We've got plenty of room for some comfort items to enhance our rested bonus. We've got ample storage with our shelves, which fit very conveniently along the back wall. And I think before the next video, I'm going to move the workbench behind the stairs to give us a little bit more room for a table and some chairs in the future. Well everyone, this was a ton of fun to put together. I love trying new things and new builds and experimenting with fresh ideas in games like this. So please hit that like button, subscribe for future content, comment in the comments section, and hit the bell icon to be notified the next time we put out a video. This is CS the Viking Gamer signing off. Remember everyone, victory or Valhalla.